Hey, what's up, y'all? This is becoming more of a challenge than I anticipated. So, I recorded this video, eh, however long ago, and I tried to record it directly through YouTube, right? Because I told you in the last video I'm out of space. So I recorded it, wrote out my description, did everything. It was perfect. And to go along with the title, The Challenges of Co-Living, welcome. It was perfect because like I had um, the room, you know what I mean? I wasn't disturbing anybody. The lighting was perfect. And the goddamn thing didn't upload. I just spent fucking 30 minutes waiting on it to upload just for YouTube to tell me that the file is not supported. Frustrating. So here I am, live, trying to do this all over again. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in, even though, but I guess it works out for the best because when you record directly through YouTube, apparently it just goes direct, like you can't or anything like that. So it was still the same thing, I think, pretty much as recording it live, except for the fact that I wasn't live. You know what I mean? Like, so let me gather my thoughts, get my mind together. I had my notes, I had everything all right here. Damn. And see, this, I guess it's perfect because the universe is telling me to show and prove, right? Show and prove. You have this topic that you're discussing. Boom! Let me throw you some challenges, bitch. So we got to deal with it. Um, so one of the things that I mentioned when it comes to co-living, that some may find challenging. It may be, not may, it is actually something to, you have your goals and do directly affects and try and things that is a challenge with co-living, which it just comes with, living in a shared. Now my battery's low. So let me just make this quick. Make this quick because I'm trying to get this all organized, but the universe is telling me that you're not having privacy in a entrepreneur, business starter, and then having being a YouTuber also. Um, I know a lot of you guys have YouTube channels, so you know how it is when you're trying to record. You want to do it when you have the best lighting, especially if you don't have lighting situation set up. Or if you're studying, or if you have a hectic work schedule and you have a lot of your work that comes home with you. If you're co living, it's something that you're going to have to make work for yourself because you can't lose sight of whatever your big picture is, whatever your goal is, whatever you're working towards, right? That I'm in, we're in bunks, but we're claustrophobic space or just like with a bunk or just staying in your bunk. You know what I mean? Like you have to live, you have to get out. So that's one of the things that is a challenge. And then everyone is on a different schedule. So with that, you really have to pay attention to your own shit. You really have to just focus on your own shit because everyone is on a different schedule. And take me, for example, I wake up at 4 a.m. 7 days a week. In my own space, it's not a problem. In a private room, um, it's not a problem because I'm in the room by myself. So I can wake up at 4, turn the lights on, I can do my workout in my room. I can, you know what I mean? When you're co living, when you are sharing space, even if it's just roommates, you know what I mean? Not even a set up co living situation like this, but even if you just have roommates, you have to consider the fact that you're going to be on a different schedule from your roommates, and everyone is everyone is implementing a certain level of tolerance and patience, right? Because I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm up all day, right? So everyone's not gonna wake up that early, you know what I mean? And my roommates sleep into the day, so we all have to coexist. So I have to find what works for me without um, being overwhelmed or without being obnoxious or without being inconsiderate, you know what I mean? Or without feeling like I I don't know, any type of way. Like for me it's just something that now, I keep going back to, you have to keep your bigger picture in mind, because letting small, insignificant, temporary things throw you off, do not want you to co living. A lot of questions about, I know that comfortable in Hotel Honda. I was extremely comfortable where I parked. So to compare that with co living, living with strangers, I am in a co ed house, so there is men and women. The bedrooms are all single gender. And when I was in Arizona, when I first started co living, I was like, hell no, there's no way I would live in a co ed house. But ironically enough, or surprisingly enough, it's very comfortable. I like having men around. It's nice just to have, the masculine energy around, because you are living in a house. Like, you're not, it depends. Like I mentioned in my first video, depending on your budget, you can be in a very upscale neighborhood where, you know, you don't even have to worry about any time. Well, I don't think there's nowhere you have to worry about any kind of crime, but it's just nice to have um, male energy around in the inner city. Like, I'm in the inner city of Los Angeles, so it's really nice for me. That may be a challenge for some. So if co-living is something you're thinking about, finding a single gender co-living space, I don't know if that's going to be something easy. I know through Airbnb you can find like some ladies only houses. If they do the monthly rentals or how affordable it is, I'm not real sure. In Arizona, it was affordable. Um, so that is another challenge that you do have to consider, and the space. So, like I mentioned in my last video, I highly recommend buying different things to help you be organized. You're already sharing space, right? So, the more organized you can be, the more organized you can have your things. I feel like that just helps clear your mind. You're able to, deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. If you have businesses, if you're, working, if you are whatever it is, it helps, I think, to clear your mind. Trying to live out of your suitcases and, duffel bags, honey, no, that is not the business. Not the business at all, least of all when you're co living. Just like when you downsize from your house or apartment into van life or, living out of your car, you have to minimize a lot. Well, co living, you can have a little bit more, but you still have to think light and you have to think organization. You have Amazon where you can get different closet organizers. Now, you don't have access to an entire closet, you have your space. And here we have little cubbies, so it's nice. So you can get that organized. You can get a closet organizer for the amount of space that you're taking up. Like I mentioned in my last video, you can get like the little plastic dressers that they have at Target. All of these things help when it comes to the natural challenges of co-living. Space is one of them. So whatever you can do to help declutter your space and declutter your mind is what I recommend, because it just makes it a lot more comfortable for you. Um, and you don't want to be in like the shopping habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it minimal. Only keep your necessities, and also rotate out. If you do like to shop, if that is something that you just have to do, rotate. Rotate your things out. If it's something you had and you haven't worn in a while, donate it, give it away, sell it, whatever, But one of the big challenges of co-living is space. So organize your space, right? Don't have a lot of shit, um, and don't just have shit all over, because you have to think about other people's space, right? So just make it comfortable for yourself. Um, Another thing that may be an issue that I don't know if you guys have considered if you're looking into co-living. Um, if you have an issue with cooking in the kitchen with other people, for me, I don't. I love when I walk into the kitchen and people are already in there cooking and congregating. Like, it's very nice for me. It feels very homey and family like. But you do have to consider it. If it's something that you're not very comfortable with, you don't like cooking around other people, or whatever the case, or if you don't like sharing pots and pans and utensils, you can buy your own, and just cook out of your own. That's something to consider. Your utensils, just different things. You can provide your own if that is an issue for you. But it's nice because you don't have to have like the stove tops, all the urban camping things that you have to do when you live out of your vehicle. Um, it's nice. You have a bathroom, you have your steady shower, you have everything you need without um, being locked down in a lease, or shit like that, so it works, but it could be a challenge for some. So just, giving you guys something to consider if you are looking into co-living, or if um, it's something you've ever thought about. It works for me. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I am focused on my goals and my bigger picture. So the minute issues are not a thing for me. I have way more pros than cons, like way more pros than cons. I don't think I have any cons that are like, fuck that, that's a deal breaker. No, not at all. But it really does depend on the space that you're at, you know. Like I told you guys in my last video, just briefly, the first house I was at wasn't big enough for me and the house manager. Fuck no. So I had to get out and I had to come here, honey, because it just wasn't gonna work. And I see my battery is about to die. Everything just went totally dim. So I'm gonna have to cut this really short. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for rocking with me. Y'all are dope. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and thumbs down. Just let me know why. I want to bring you guys content and information that you are looking for. If you're subscribed to my channel, you know what Creative Nomad is about. Click the subscribe button if you haven't, so you don't miss when your girl comes on here. And I'm still working on being able to upload videos without having to go live. Sheesh. Because I got other shit going on. Like that fabulousness. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, you guys. And until my next video, I'll see y'all later. Make sure you stay safe, wash your hands religiously, and just be healthy, you guys, right? Stay positive, stay focused, stay motivated. Peace.